Hello and welcome to the Whisky.com news on the 20th of June 2022. And we have a number of very interesting news. The first one is a continuation of the cooperation between Bowmore and Aston Martin. They're bringing out a new whiskey. It's called the Bowmore ARC-52. And it's a 52-year-old Bowmore, 42.3% ABV, composition of two different casks. There will only be 100 bottles out there, and they will cost around $75,000. Then we have a merchant from Great Britain in the news, and he was a bit upset that so many people use Springbank and their brands Longrow and Hazelburn for speculation. So he changed, and all of the allocations will go to bars now. So we'll sell the Springbank, Longrow and Hazelburn only to bars, because he thinks, or she thinks, it's not specified in my news script, and they said, okay, we want to have people drink the whiskey and not use it for speculation and short-term financial gains. So nice thing. Then we have news from Glenlivet, the sample room collection. There are two new bottles out there, the 21-year-old and the 25-year-old. And the 21-year-old was triple matured in Firstville Oloroso casks, in cognac cask, and in port wine cask. That is a finish, so they had other casks before. And then we have the Glenlivet, 25 years. That is only matured in PX and cognac casks. Then you have Glenfiddich in the news, and they bring out the fifth bottling of their Experimental Series, and the fifth one is a cider brandy finish. It's a mixture of Somerset, Pomona cider and brandy casks, 43% ABV, and will be hitting the markets pretty soon. Then we have news from Ireland. Pernod Ricard is investing 50 million euros into climate neutrality at the Midleton Distillery. Midleton is one of the biggest distilleries in the world, and probably the biggest distillery in Ireland, and they have the biggest pot stills in the world. There are 75,000 liters pot stills and 3 column stills, and they want to make this really big plant climate neutral. Probably they will invest a lot into energy efficiency, as that also reduce costs, and then they will probably use some renewable energies to do that. Then we have a news from the United States, and that is news that is long overdue. Jack Daniels and Coca-Cola are doing a cooperation. Back in the days, all the Jack and Coke cans were just generic Coke, maybe self-produced with Jack, or just sourced somewhere where we produce generic Coke. And now they're using the original Coca-Cola, and they will put it in cans, and there will also be a zero sugar variant. Also, they're both very international companies, so it is being distributed all around the globe. Then we have news from the small Cox Creek, and that's home of the Four Roses, and they want to build $23 million warehouses. So that's 17 warehouses that are being built until 2024, and they want to use the new space of 72,000 square meters of land for, of course, storing barrels, but also they want to store bottles there. So then it rises the question, full bottles or empty bottles, and probably both. So yeah, hopefully they'll build up a little bit of a stock for the bottles, that they don't have any hiccups in the production, as yeah, supply lines might be disrupted, as the glass production is very, very heavily influenced by the natural gas industry. Then we go over to the international markets. We have two new SLYRS whiskey from southern Germany. It's a 12-year-old Moscatel cask finish and an Amontillado cask finish. And yeah, they're being finished in these respectable casks for quite some time. For example, the Amontillado is stored for 4 years in these Amontillado casks. Then we have news from India. There is a new Indian distillery in the northern parts of India. And it's called Indri Single Malt. That's very practical, as most of the barley grown in India is from that northern region, the Punjab region. Not quite sure if this distillery is in the Punjab region, but it probably is. And they have just brought out their first whiskey that comes to our market. Maybe there have been already bottlings for other markets, like the Indian market or other important markets, but now we get the first single malt as a premium from them. It's the Trini, the 3 wood. So 3 different kind of casks for maturation. 46% ABV, natural color, no chill filtration. So that really sounds like a premium whiskey, and hopefully I will get one of these on my casks pretty soon. Yeah, that was it. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.